Metalcore guitar pitch bomb. Let's try making some content that is a little bit simpler and easier to digest, at least for once. I tend to overcomplicate these videos for you, so this one I would try to make as simple as possible. So, guitar pitch bomb for modern metal, what is that? This idea came to me after listening to one of my favorite bands here in Melbourne, Into the Vein. We have collaborated on a few things, and this comes from their song called Echoes Within. In this fragment here, this is what we're talking about, and to my surprise, I wasn't able to find this many examples of using this technique in metal or modern metal. One example that comes to my mind is Brand of Sacrifice, but I think it was only used just sporadically in a couple of beats here and there, although this is a very cool effect, so huge prompts and respect to Into the Vein for implementing this in their riffage. And in this video here today with you, I would like to demonstrate you the technique on how you can dial such a pitch bump in both studio and live environments. So let's get into it. Hey, I'm Dr. Mike Trubetskov, and I'm here to bring valuable information on modern metal recording, production and mixing. So mate, please like and subscribe to not miss out the valuable information and spread the word. Let's go. To me, the idea of pitch bump comes from the old school technology that is the Floyd Rose. In the past, you would have used your Floyd Rose to create that dive, but then your strings may go out of tune, and it's not really replicable this well. Every time you do that bump, it's different. It really fits the old school way of approaching things, but in this case here with mod metal, it's not exactly what we're after. We're after a perfect pitch shift down, and this obviously has to come on the DI level before the amp. And let's just get into it, and I'll record the breakdown fragment of this exact same song for you, and I'll demonstrate how you can achieve this pitch bump thing. I managed to record these guitars, and after this recording, this breakdown sounds like this. So now we want to introduce the pitch bump in this fragment here. And I'm specifically doing this in Reaper so that you could follow and do the same thing, as this is a free DAW, but every DAW would be different in regards to applying pitch effects. In Reaper here, if you go take pitch envelope, it enables this line here, which you can then modify by holding Command and drawing whichever envelope you wish for the pitch. Also, we want to make sure that the range is set out to 12 semitones, not 3, which is the default, like this here. And after doing so, all you have to do is create 2 points and do a linear drop, just like that. Let's see how that sounds. There you bloody go, that sounds sick. I want to try the very same thing at the end here. So just split. This is all obviously applied to the very DI before any processing. And do the same thing. And make sure that we set out the range correctly. 12 and 12. Drop it. Take a listen. I love it. From the top, with this applied. That's literally it. That's how you apply a pitch bump effect for your guitar DI. It's super simple and it gives sick results. I'm actually really excited. It sounds better than I would have imagined. Now in this next little section here, I would like to try showing you how you can do and can implement the very same thing live. Okay, so I finally got this working, and I got to say this took a while. Here's how it sounds in a nutshell. And I hope that this would be applicable to any other devices rather than the Axe-FX itself. You could probably use it for Kemper or Neural DSP Quad Cortex or your Line 6 or anything similar. Here's the general principle of what you want to do in order to introduce this pitch bump effect. You want to have the pitch module before your drive and amp, as always. And in this instance here, I'm using the classic Whammy module. However, you could use the advanced Whammy or G-Tune. And then on the control here, you want to assign an envelope. You can possibly use your external pedal for that. You can possibly use an LFO or ADSR. I tried all of these options, but envelope gave the cleanest option. And for the envelope, basically what happens is the movement here under the envelope, the attack, dictates how quickly the pitch would decay. If you set out the pitch here down 1 octave, so your change in semitones will be 12. So if you look here, basically this happens. For some reason it wouldn't move to this entire range, which is a bit weird and I need to investigate, but otherwise this works fine. The way you would implement this in a live scenario is you could use a scene here in which pitch is engaged, and for your main scene the pitch would be disengaged, so you can play and then switch to the right scene with the foot switch back, and then you can engage and disengage this on the fly basically. And the reason that I'm using the envelope here is because it responds to your attack of the pick rather than acts independently as an LFO and moves randomly, so that you can make sure that the pitch bump always happens from 0 to -12. This is the principle in a nutshell, and I hope that this would serve useful for you. This is it for metalcore, modern metal, pitch drop bump effect for your guitar DIs. I hope that you find this useful. I hope that this inspires you to implement this effect on different productions and in different instances, and you could go further and manipulate your pitch any way you wish. You could draw custom envelopes, you could do parabolic shapes, you could even do a pitch up envelope if you wish, and that would provide a different effect. I think this is really exciting, and I hope that this enables you to create some cool riffs. Until next time, take care, thank you for watching, and I'm Dr. Mike Trubetskov. Cheers!